Hey guys, how's it going today? It is a rainy Thursday afternoon. I just got done eating lunch and then I went and picked this trailer up. Then I realized I don't have my camera. So I got my camera and now we're going on an adventure to pick up a tractor. And no, I haven't bought a new tractor. Not yet anyway. Oh, go away music. Close my garage door. Anyway, I'm going to pick up a tractor that belongs to my friend Cody Ayers. He's in the landscaping business around the Hillsville, Virginia area. So if you need mowing or landscaping done, you can look him up in Hillsville, Virginia and surrounding areas. But anyway, he has let me tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a compact tractor, about 60 horsepower with a cab. So basically the biggest compact tractors you can buy are around 60. John Deere has a 66 horsepower, 4066. And I've looked at a couple of those. I've looked at some Kubota L6060s. I've looked at the new Massey 2860M just briefly at a dealer. But this guy, Cody, he has a 1755, which is the same thing as a 60, but it's just a little less horsepower. It's the same cab, same tractor, same frame size, but it's a 1755M. And I'm going to get a hydro tractor, hydrostatic, so my mom can use it. But this one is a power shuttle, which is fine with me, but like I said, I need something my mom can use so she can load mulch with it when it's really cold or really hot when I'm not using it. But anyway, I'm trying to figure out what tractor I want to get, and just riding around in the dealer lot is not very helpful for me. I like to actually get to use one. I actually drove all the way. I was going to buy an L6060, or I thought I was. I'd used one, and a Kubota. I drove all the way to Ohio to Mass tractor, and I tried out. I should have filmed it. I tried out the L6060. It was at the salesman's house, John Mass. It was at his house, personal house, and I went there. He wasn't home. He was gone on vacation, so I got to just look at the tractor. There was snow there and big piles of snow, so I got to run the loader. I got to do, just play with, there was a blade on the back, so I got to play with the blade a little bit and play in the snow a little bit. And I like the tractor, but the biggest thing I don't like about it is the treadle pedal. And I don't know, there's something about that thing. I cannot get comfortable operating it. It just, my leg feels like it's always up in the air in a bind on that thing. But other than that, I like the tractor pretty good, and it was a good tractor to buy. It only had 230 some hours on it, and it was 5 or 6 years old, but it was still, it'd been kept inside, no fading or anything. Good looking tractor. But I ended up not buying it. I don't know, just didn't have a good feeling about it because of the treadle pedal, and I wasn't real thrilled with that. So anyway, other than that, there wasn't anything wrong with the tractor. And that was that's a design deal, nothing else. But okay, so the Massey Ferguson, I got to drive the hydro one, and it does have dual pedals, and I like that. But I still just got to drive it around on the lot, didn't get to do anything with it. So Cody has offered to let me try his for this evening. He needs it back tomorrow morning, but it's about 1:30 right now, and I want to go pick it up, bring it home, and I want to look at it, run it some, see how I like it, see how I fit in the cab, how the feel of it is and everything, and operate it some, and just see what I think about it. So then I can compare it to the Kubota, what I know about it, and then the John Deere. I hadn't got to do anything with it other than just ride it around. I know one thing, it's a lot higher than the other two as far as money goes, so that's kind of a turn off. I mean, like $20,000 higher than everything else. So yeah, I don't know that I want a compact tractor. $60,000 is bad, you know. $40,000 is bad enough, but $60,000 is terrible. So anyway, we're gonna go get this thing, and we'll see y'all in a little while. All right, so we just rolled back in the lot here with Cody's tractor, and the first thing I'm going to do with it is I got a little bit of box blading I can do. I got a driveway I can work on. It's peeing the rain, but I want to work on it anyway. But what I want to find, I think I got a hydraulic top link laying right here somewhere. We'll see if it'll fit work on this tractor, because box blading works a lot better with hydraulic top link. And that don't have one. I was thinking there's one here for that tractor that might work on it, so give me a few minutes and I'll find it. Okay, so I did actually find one. I'm pretty sure that I used to use on this tractor that I completely forgot that I even had, and it looks like it's going to be perfect for this tractor. I've already got it on there. Here is the factory one, and I've got this one on there. I just need to hook up the hoses. This tractor has one remote, so I'm going to have to extend it just a little bit to get it to fit, but yeah, it's going to work out great. Okay, so here we are at the first job with the 1755M, and all right, so there's a camera mounted up here. It's actually the same kind of camera I have, MTFO. I actually got the idea from this guy. I seen this camera in this tractor, so I got one too. But anyway, I guess we'll see how this goes. I don't know that I've ever drove a tractor this small with a cab, other than I think I drove this one a couple times. But there's the blade. I took the slow moving vehicle symbol off because it was blocking my view. It mounts right in the middle of the window, which is kind of strange. Here's the lever to operate the hydraulic top link. So you can see that moving back there. And this one raises the blade. So we'll raise it up. And here raises the bucket. I like how fast the loader moves, even at idle, on these tractors, and very easily do two functions at once. Probably the easiest I've ever seen. Very good valve. So anyway, we're going to give it a shot and see. We'll see how it operates. This one is a power shuttle. The one that I'd be getting would be hydrostat, which you'd use these two pedals, which are brakes in this tractor. These two pedals would be the forwards and reverse, and the brakes would be over here where the clutch is. So it does have a tilt wheel. I want to turn on the wipers because it is raining, and that one works. It has a rear wiper also, and that's doing a good job. So anyway, we're gonna get this thing off the trailer and we'll start doing some work. I'm just getting here where I want to start working. This is actually the same driveway that I filmed the big box blade on, that's got like over 1 million views. I'm gonna give it a little throttle. This is a pretty steep hill, so I don't know. I really want to try it on this hill. Got to figure out what lever does what here. this hill. I wonder if it can handle another gear. That's second gear, we'll go to third. Steep. It ain't gonna keep up with the Massey 4710 I got, which I didn't expect it to. Shuttle works good and smooth. That's good. put this camera out in here, kind of like the John Deere. But I've made a couple passes on the driveway. It ain't quite got enough power to pull it in high third, but it'll pull it in high second. Which high second, this is high second. It's not very fast. I don't know how fast the tractor will go. Don't have a speedometer. Pretty sure the hydro version, and I think the newer, the 2800 series that took the place of this tractor, I think both the hydro and the power shuttle has a speedometer. I wasn't sure how this control layout would work out for me, but it's, after I'm starting to get used to it, it's not bad at all. Put some tilt in the blade to get my crown. Needs some gravel right here. It's mostly mud. But some of the other tractors have, like the Coyote has and John Deere has, ways to raise the 3-point hitch up and down from outside the tractor. This one does have, well, I'll show you in a minute. I want to adjust this right here a little bit. I want to lower this right side of my blade. That way I get a little bit of crown in my road. I'm probably get a tilt cylinder for that if I buy one of these tractors. I'm gonna get 3 remotes on it so I can have enough remotes to run a top link and a side tilt, and then one more remote to run like on a Harley rake with the angle on a Harley rake, or an angle straight blade, or something to that effect. You can do it this way. It just takes a little longer. One thing Massey does have is this button right here to turn on and off the PTO from the outside of the tractor. So that's a neat feature. Like if you're running a grain auger or a wood chipper or a PTO generator or something like that, you can do that and use that button. trash that I pulled up in the blade. That's pretty normal here. I normally just have to get it out of the road. I'm gonna have to clean these ditches out at some point. Pull the leaves out of them with a bigger blade. But you know, there's all this stuff in the road just from over this fall. You got to clean out. But as far as most of it goes, it's pretty good shape. Now that I've bladed it, it's actually starting to look pretty good. I've only made like 4 passes on it, and it's already starting to get pretty well shaped up, other than these big rocks that pop out. This driveway's always, they must have put a lot of field rock or something in this driveway, because there's always big rocks popping out of it. Anyway, I'm starting to get used to the tractor, other than stupid things like where the radio is. It's on the opposite side and it is on my 4710. So I'm trying to turn the radio down in the wrong place, or up. The gear stick's on the opposite side, but if I get one of these, it'll be a hydro, so that won't be an issue. I think a hydro would work a little better with the fine stuff than trying to feather a clutch, or I know it will. But you know, I have to feather the clutch in my 4710 all the time. This camera here, I'm going to adjust it down just a little more so I can see the box blade better. But it's working pretty good too. I think that's pretty cool for doing blade work. Having that camera right there in here, you can see the blade pretty good, other than the water on it where it's raining. So it needs a windshield wiper. But the tractor, I think it's something I could get used to. It's better than I thought it would be. I didn't know how I would fit in this smaller cab, small interior, the way the controls are laid out. I didn't know how it would be, but I actually kind of like it. I like the size of the tractor for a lot of the things that I do as far as the road work side of it. The Massey 4710 that I have is a lot more powerful, obviously, but it's a lot bigger and harder to maneuver on these small driveways. But I do it all the time. But I thought maybe a tractor this size would be more suited for this type of work, and I don't know. I'm going to run this thing all evening, and hopefully by the end of the day I'll have a better idea of what it can do and if it's worth me getting one. So, all right, back at it. I'm going to probably see y'all at a different job when I come back. All right, so I'm working on my second driveway now. I wasn't going to come over here, but I decided to because, well, I had this tractor, it's raining, and I told this guy I would work on his driveway, and it's a good day to do it. It'll be something I can get off my list. Well, I'll tell you, the more I run this tractor, the more I want one. I didn't know about it to start with, but I'm starting to see where this size tractor is going to fit my operation pretty good. It works great for this driveway stuff, and I'm starting to get used to the controls, and I think I can get comfortable with it, or I know I can. I'm already starting to get comfortable, and I'm pushing backwards and forwards, blading, and working the top link. It's just now that I'm starting to get used to it, everything seems to be in the right place. I hadn't done much loader work with it, but I don't feel like that's going to be an issue. The loader seems fast and super smooth. So, yeah, the more I run it, it's starting to get kind of excited about getting my own. And I'm hoping I can find one, because there's a tractor shortage right now. Of course, when I decide I want to get one, there are none. So I guess I can order one and get it coming. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet little tractor. It needs a gear though between second and third, but what I'll be getting is hydrostat. Will be infinitely variable transmission, so that shouldn't be an issue. Not that it's really an issue on this tractor, it's just I would prefer to have a gear between second and third and high. Actually, in this driveway is not as steep, so I could probably go to third. Now I can go to third and idle back a little bit. The last driveway was super steep and it didn't, third gear didn't agree with it. So the third gear is still just a little bit too fast for this. But it's got power to do it on this driveway without any trouble. But I'm going to go back to second gear because and speed the RPMs back up.